let's create some snowfall. And while you guys check out my funny looking snowflake, I'll go ahead and explain a couple things to you. If you want to use these movie clips, I've got some progress files set up inside of the source files that you downloaded. Basically, I've got this set up so you can work inside of the folder if you extract the entire folder. Now, you can find the movie clips in here. Alright, now there should be a part 1 finished also. I don't think there's going to be a part 2 to this. This should only take about an hour. And this over here is the original file that I'm going to be using throughout the tutorial. Now by the time you get these, you'll also see some of my notes and stuff like that in here somewhere. So let's go ahead and get rocking. Okay, this big one doesn't really matter. This is basically just what I sketched in about 5 seconds. Alright, so I'm going to delete that off the stage. Now these little ones are what's important. So if I zoom in on this, you can see that there's really not much difference here, alright, other than I basically, for the little snowflake, I took the stroke out. Alright, and really there's no prep for this, although we need to grab one of these snowflakes and convert them into a movie clip. So I'm just going to hit F8. Alright, I'm going to call this snow movie clip. Registration doesn't matter. Export for ActionScript. And we need to make sure that our class down here says snow. As far as the base class goes, movie clip is good. Anything other than that really doesn't matter. But if we hit OK, we need to make sure that this set us up for linkage inside of our ActionScript, which it did. Looks good. Alright, so we can get rid of this snow movie clip right here. Just going to delete that. And this next one really is just the little snowflake, okay? And the setup for this is real simple. I'm just going to take this movie clip, I'm going to copy it, paste it over, copy it again, paste it over, so I have 3 little snowflakes on the stage here. So I'm going to move that back off here. And what we need to do is we need to take all 3 of these and convert them into a movie clip. So go ahead and convert that into a symbol by hitting F8. I'm going to call this snow_holder. Movie clip, no need for exporting, and registration is fine. Just go ahead and hit OK. So once you set that up, what we need to do is give this an instance name of snow holder. Alright, basically this is the movie clip that we're going to generate all of our animations from. So once you have that set up, what we need to do next is double click inside of this movie clip we just created. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert 3 layers down here. On this first one, or on this first layer, I'm going to take off 2 of these, cut, I'm going to come up to this top one, I'm going to paste in place. Okay, I'm going to take the middle one out, cut this off, and put the middle one on the middle layer, paste it in place. Alright, so we basically have 1, 2, and 3. Let's go ahead and call these Snow 1, slow rate, Snow 2, medium rate, and Snow 3, Alright, so ultimately when we have this set up with our animations, we're going to refer to these to basically create this first one to be slow, the second one a medium, and this third one a faster speed of fall. So the next thing that we need to do is basically add some timeline down here. Alright, so I'm going to come out to about 150. Okay, with all 3 layers, I'm just going to insert a frame. Once I have that set up, I'm going to come out in this middle layer and on the top layer, come out to about 250. Okay, I'm going to insert some more frame. And on this very top layer, I'm going to come out to about 350 and insert another frame. Now, we'll probably come back and change this up a little bit, but this is a good starting point. Okay, so what we need to do is come back up to the front, go ahead and right-click on the fast rate layer, create motion tween, grab the medium rate layer, right-click, create motion tween, grab the slow rate layer, create motion tween, and what we need to do now is basically come out to the end of the fast rate layer at the last frame on here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this one and basically drag it down to the bottom of the stage. So if I take this here, I'm just going to drag this down, and I'm going to move it a little bit to the right so it kind of comes down at an angle. Now once we do that, we basically have our guide set up here, and if you roll your mouse over it, you can kind of see that you get the little symbol on your mouse arrow or your pointer arrow that's sort of curved, which allows us to click down and drag it out to the right just a little bit. Alright, so go ahead and do that. And we're going to do that for all three of these. So just go ahead and come down to the next one. Just going to grab that here. Okay, again, I'm going to drag this all the way down. Alright, I'm going to move it to the right a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to come back up on here, click down on this, slide it to the right a little bit so it creates a little bit of a bend. And I'm going to do that to our last one as well. Just going to come up top, grab this, click and drag it down. Just going to bend this out a little bit. Alright, so once you have those set up, the only thing that we're going to do now is go into our motion editor and basically apply a preset that's going to allow the snowflakes to look like they're inside of a wind tunnel. So grabbing the slow rate first, I'm just going to kind of click here. I'm going to grab this motion tween, or no, we can just hop in the motion editor. I'm going to drag this up a little bit. Alright, so with the slow movie clip grabbed, what we need to do is come down here to the eases, slide this up to 100, and then we're going to add another ease. So if you click on this little plus sign out here, it's going to bring in some options. Well, you can't really see that. Let me bring this up. Just going to click on this. I'm going to come down here and grab this sine wave right here. Now that doesn't really do anything yet, but if we come up here to the basic motion, grab this X right here, on this drop down, let's come down here and select sine wave there. And what I'd also like to do is down here on this 3, I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a 5. So if I drop this out of the way, you can see that it's created a little path, basically the wave for that preset, alright, all the way down to the bottom of the stage. So if we come back in here, I'm going to grab the timeline, I'm going to grab the medium rate, come back into the motion editor, I'm going to punch this up to 100. Okay, I'm going to add the sine wave again, and on the basic motion up here, I'm going to apply it to the x-axis. Alright, and that's going to do the same thing as before. I'm going to change this to 5 again. So if I drop this down, created it like this for that last one. So let's go ahead and hop back on to our timeline. I'm going to grab the last one, the slow rate, come back to the motion editor. Oh, I'm going to come down to the fast rate, motion editor. Alright, I'm going to punch this ease up to 100. I'm going to add the sine wave. On the X motion, sine wave, just like that. So if we drop this out of the way, you can see that all three of them are set up like that. Yeah, go ahead and get this out of the way. Now the next thing that we have to do is we have to grab on to each of our tweens here and apply an instance name to our tweens. Alright, not the movie clips, just the tweens. So first I'm going to grab this here. Since my layer is orange here, it's created this tween as orange. And since this is the slow rate, what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this. Alright, I'm going to get my properties in here. And you can see that we're applying an instance name to the motion tween itself. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to say snow 1. I'm going to grab this next one. Since it's purple, the tween is purple. So I'm going to grab this purple one. I'm going to call this snow 2. Okay, I'm going to come down here to the fast rate. Grab this tween. I'm going to call this snow 3. Get rid of my properties. I'm going to come out to the main timeline. Okay, so if we publish this right now, you can basically see the path that our flakes are going to follow. So that looks good. Alright, so we can go ahead and hop into our action script right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this into the top right corner. It really doesn't matter where we put that. So let's go ahead and get our actions layer and pull out our actions. If you don't know how to do that, come up here to Window, grab Actions, and let's go ahead and put the code in here. Alright. So to start this off, we have to create a constant, which basically is going to be the amount of snowflakes that we want. Alright, so const amount underscore of underscore snowflakes colon uint equals 300 semicolon. Alright, now what const is, Const is basically a constant. It's pretty much a variable that you can only assign a value to once.